Elbows up, Canadians said in 2025. And the big question I keep getting right now from my clients, will home prices in BC drop further in 2026 or is it a good time to buy? Here's what I see in the market. After the first rate cut in late 2025, banks started actively promoting mid-term mortgage transfers. For the first time, many homeowners were able to switch lenders without waiting for renewal and without breaking their mortgage. That helped a lot of people who were stuck in higher fixed rates move from the low 5 range to high 3. However, this mainly works for insured mortgages or for homeowners with mortgages where they have equity in their property, because conventional mortgages still require 80% loan to value and home prices had already come down. This gave many homeowners breathing room. They weren't forced to sell just because rates went up. Yes, there were still some forced sales and foreclosures do exist, but banks don't want foreclosures actually. They're slow, expensive, and unprofitable. Now let's chat about what the Bank of Canada shared recently. They're holding overnight interest rate and they assess inflation as 2% and growth as weak. So that said, the rate cuts are still possible in 2026, but they are not scheduled. And they will take place, especially if trade risks with the US will increase. Now, looking at the prices, recent data shows that Metro Vancouver prices were down about 5% year over year at the end of 2025, and Fraser Valley prices dropped roughly 6%. Lower than year earlier. That tells us something important, that over the past 5 to 6 years, prices in BC markets were growing sharply and increased up to 30% comparing to pre-pandemic levels. However, the correction in the most recent 2-3 years when interest rates were high didn't drop more than 15%. So we do have reset, but it's not down to pre-pandemic levels. Unless something big changes politically and economically, my point of view is that BC home prices are unlikely to drop significantly from here. Not every neighborhood moves the same. Of course, luxury homes and niche markets are different, but overall, buyers are not seeing a deep ongoing decline. Bottom line, if you're buying a home for yourself as a place to live and you can afford the payments and you feel secure in your job, this is still a reasonable time to buy. If you want to talk through your options and run real numbers for your borrowing power, I'm here to help you. Please reach out and we can see what is your best strategy for this year.